Lonzo. Everyone's snitching, man. The star witness was the main shooter. Talk to these kids out there who say, man, my homie ain't never gonna snitch on me. If we go down, we going down together, homie. We gonna do all this time. That's my dog. You ain't never gonna snitch on me, man. Talk to these kids out there, man.
It's 2 times you can't believe a word a brother is saying. When you're trying to get laid or trying to stay out of jail, they're gonna tell every time. They're gonna lie. Brother going to jail or trying to get out of jail, gonna say whatever he got to say to get out of jail. If he's trying to get us some underwear of a female, he gonna tell you anything you want to hear to get in them drawers. Okay, I'm keeping it 100. That's the 2 times you can't believe a word they say, or they will tell you whatever you want to hear to get in or out of a situation, depending on where they are. And that's just that, especially nowadays, because there are no real major OGs to hold you accountable. You're only accountable to people that's the same age as you are. There's no organization that says, okay, so what, so and so snitch, he's gonna be banned from the organization. He can cut off his family. No. You may go through some social media ridicule. You may get even talked about in public for a while, but it's getting so commonplace. It's like, unfortunately, it's like being shot or getting killed. It's so commonplace in so many places, so many different situations. It has no impact. And that's the problem. There is no consequences for snitching if they're supposed to be. You just told on the cat. Okay, so you get to go home before he do. And you're going to come home and the community is going to be changed. Most people are going to be gone. And the people that you thought were so impactful in your life that moved on to something else, they don't care no more. And then they're not going to risk their freedom to avenge some shit that you did 20, 30 years ago by the time you get out of jail, if you get out. Again, no value.
Yeah. One phrase was said on this show. I don't know who told it to you, who said it, when it was said, but one phrase was said on the show that just sticks with me to this day. People will ball out for, 10 years to do 20 in prison.
Yeah, I said that. They'll ball out for 20 and they'll ball out for 10 years and try to get a deal for 20. And I went, huh? That don't make no sense. So you partied for 10 years, and here's the part I've watched a lot of those BMF shows and previous shows, how many different ways they just blew money because they didn't respect it. Blew it, just threw it away, just bottles and girls and parties, and just so they can be the big Willie of that time. And then shortly after that, first thing happened, nobody at that party is gonna come to bail you out. Nobody's coming to visit you. Nobody don't give a damn, dude. You ain't got no more money. You have no value. Your value has diminished. You're no longer the sponsor of the party. So therefore, hey, I'm going back to work. I'm going back to my regular life. Thank you for the fun. Whether it be guys, girls, it make no difference. Everybody will rock with you when you got something to rock with. Other than that, you're obsolete.
Yep. So there's another piece of the puzzle that I would love your thoughts on. Remember earlier when I told you the guy was paid $800 before he got locked up?
Right.
Well, a partner at Yo Gotti's label, Yo Gotti is the enemy of the guy who was shot in the cookie shop.
Right.
One of his partners paid these star witnesses $50,000 lawyer fees. So guys behind bars, he pays his lawyer fees. Is that, that sounds like an easy RICO case or some shit, and maybe not now, but in the future, right?
Again, it all depends on how that money was posted. Now, if this guy has property, if we put up a cash bail, that's one thing. Because to have $50,000 cash to post somebody's bail with is one thing. But if the bail is $50,000, you said bail, right? Not lawyer fees.
Bail. Lawyer fees.
Okay. Usually lawyers want cash. But again, you don't know unless it becomes an issue. You might not know how the lawyer took his money. Most lawyers want cash, but some lawyers take cars, boats. Hey man, you finna go to the penitentiary. You're not gonna need this brand new Benz. It's gonna cost $100,000. I'll take it. I'll hold that in lieu of payment. I'll take that in lieu of payment. So if you got a lawyer he know you finna go to jail. You got boats and car assets of value. He might not take the cash. He might not want the cash because cash you're supposed to declare. You're supposed to declare anything you take, but you know, people play games with boats, like things like boats. They may put in the corporation's name and not directly in his name or lease it to itself. I don't know, but people things can be manipulated if you choose to go that way, as opposed to cash where you got to report all of it. There's a lawyer right now that I know for sure that is facing the IRS issues because all his cases he wanted his fees in cash. No cashier's checks, no credit cards. They want cash. So, you know, usually when you see somebody want all cash all the time, they playing games.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this. There's a lot of trials coming out of this. So interesting to me, Lonzo, that a lot, the PNB Rock is another one that we'll talk about in a bit. But it's so interesting to me that murders we were talking about 2-3 years ago, now we're talking about the trials of the motherfuckers who did it.
Yes, sir. So it is what it is, man. You know, and that's the crazy part. That's what I don't like about a lot of television stuff. Because television show you people getting killed. They never show you them getting caught. You know, I used to love watching Sons of Anarchy, the motorcycle show, right? They shoot up the whole city, bam, 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 come through, shoot up a bunch of people, and ride off to the sunset. Man, get the hell out of this world. No, you're not doing that. No. Anytime a gun gets shot, a police report gonna get made. Somebody gonna spend some ink putting that together. They're gonna do some typing, they're gonna drop some ink or something to report that, because you never know if it may come back to bite him in the ass later on.
Yep. Well, let's keep it pushing, man. There's other stories that I want to jump into before we start taking some questions from the audience. But the queen of the niggaverse, man, we gotta buckle up. We're gonna take a little trip to the niggaverse, Lonzo. Buckle up, my man. Let me hold on. Let me get my black and mild cigar. Hold on.
Time for this one to come home.
All right, let me skip my next child support payment. We are headed to the niggaverse, Lonzo. Sexy Red went viral this week for bragging about taking a Plan B. For anyone who doesn't know what a Plan B is, it's an abortion pill. She even posed and took a picture with the Plan B. Now, keep in mind, she just had a baby, like, I don't know, less than a year ago.
Less than a year. I ain't seen the baby since.
Ain't seen the baby once.
Don't know who got the baby. I ain't seen her with the baby yet, other than in the hospital. She was talking about going to the block that day.
Was smoking a blunt the next day.
Yes. Dropped the baby and was hollering about she was going to the block. Okay, go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, just, you know, what kind of image